Now, some people claim that it is as a result of unseen external forces, as is believed to be from some quarters. Now, you recall a certain traditional priest in Lagos had claimed that why people were jumping into the lagoon to kill themselves was because the sea goddess or spiritual forces in the waters were angry, and so they needed to be appeased. Are you thinking along this line?
I used to be a person who didn't believe in the occultic, who didn't believe in mystic powers. Having been brought up in a country where black is black and white is white, I didn't really believe these things. But unfortunately, we have to come to terms with the fact that we live in Africa. Nigeria is one of the countries in Africa. And external forces, evil manipulation,
It exists.
It exists.
Okay.
And some people do hear things, do see things, and as a result, they respond accordingly. We cannot rule out evil force manipulation. It's one of the things that perhaps works on the psyche of individuals and forces them to do things they would otherwise not have undertaken. I don't want to delve into the areas that Dr. will. But social isolation is another thing. There are forces that make you feel so isolated and individual that what am I doing on this earth? Let me just take my own life. I'm better off not being here. You'd be surprised that children as young as 10 years old are within the bracket of people who are taking their own lives because they've been bullied.
So
They feel aggression, and that's not evil force or manipulation. This is physical attack on them, and they just feel that the only way out of this severe attack of bullying is to take their own lives.
So is that social isolation also?
It's not social isolation, but that is a force, a social force that is prevalent amongst children school age. And what they do is they say to themselves, rather than me face the terror of that bully, let me end it myself. So there are so many causes that are not so much psychological, but they are more social. The economic depression and hardship is on one hand. But like the psychologists have said, you think about it. You then strategize and find a plan that you're going to carry out. And then you say to yourself, now I have to execute that plan. It's not something that happens on the spur of the moment. It's something that happens over time. And there is traceable one force or another that leads people to this evil thing. And I say it's evil because God's rule, God's law to all men is do not kill. It is a sin to kill, even to kill yourself or to work with somebody else.
Okay.
To bring about
We'll come to that because you are a lawyer and we'll get to know what the law is saying concerning it. So.
Ó dà ẹ jẹ́ kí barrister Akínmóyọ̀ bí mo kí wípé ẹ kú látẹ̀kan. Ṣùgbọ́n ìbéèrè mi ọ̀dọ̀ dókítà Akínwùmí Akínóyè ibẹ̀ ni n ó lọ báyìí wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan ni wọ́n tiẹ̀ ní ó ń rọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń fa ìṣekúpani. Àwọn míì wọ́n ní bóyá orí wọn yí ni. Àwọn míì wọ́n ní bóyá wàhálà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àtijẹ àtimu bóyá ló ṣe wọ́n. Àwọn míì wọ́n ní bóyá bí kán mu àwọn ògógóró àbáwọn tó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé wọn ò lè ṣe láì lo oògùn olóró kí wọn ó lo oògùn pé làwọn fi lè ṣara yígí. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló jẹ́ pé ìjákulẹ̀ lọ́tún lósì tó ti ń fojú bà gbogbo eléyìí ló ṣokùnfà gbogbo nǹkan tí ó fà á tó fi jẹ́ wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń ṣekú para wọn. Ìbéèrè wa ni wípé ǹjẹ́ lóòótọ́ ló ṣeé ṣe kírú àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n tá a fẹ́ mẹ́nu bà yẹn kó jẹ́ okùnfà fún ìṣekúpani.
Ẹ ṣe ó ṣeé ṣe ní tá bá fojú wò ṣùgbọ́n mo ní láti ṣe àlàyé kan kó yé wa ní òwúrọ̀ yìí wípé tá bá ń sọ nípa ìṣekúpani àwọn ohun tó lè ṣokùnfà tí wọ́n jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣòro ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà láti sọ pé nǹkan ẹyọ kan tá tiẹ̀ wá ń rí gan ló wá fà tẹ́niyẹn fi para ẹ̀. Fún àpẹẹrẹ bóyá ẹni tí iṣẹ́ bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ láàrin bí oṣù mélòó kan sígbà yẹn tó ṣokùnfà rẹ̀, a lè fẹ́ sọ pé bóyá aṣẹ́ tó bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kó ṣokùnfà rẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n bí tá à ń sọ àwọn elétò ìmọ̀ ìlera ni wípé tí èèyàn bá ti dé ìkóríta pé òun fẹ́ ṣekú pa rẹ̀ ní àsìkò yẹn ó ti ní ètò ìlera nípa ọkàn àti tá à ń pè ní mental health yẹ ó ti ní ìjàmbá ní àsìkò yẹn.
ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀.
ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀ lásìkò yẹn. nǹkan tá a wá ṣàkíyèsí ni pé àwọn èèyàn péréte ló ṣe wípé àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan bíi èèyàn kú àbí kò fẹ́ kójú tì í ló kàn déédéé máa parẹ́ wọn ò tó ìdá 10 nínú 100 ṣùgbọ́n ìdá bíi 90% nínú 100 ṣòye bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó máa ń jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti ní nǹkan tá à ń pè ní àrùn ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. Kí ló wá fa àrùn ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn ní oríṣiríṣi? Amòfin sọ nígbà kan àwọn ọmọ iléèwé ọmọ tí ò tí pọ̀ ọmọ ọdún 10 gan ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa láti fẹ́ ṣekú pa rẹ̀ nípa wípé bóyá ó ń dojúkọ àwọn nǹkan kan nílé tàbí níléèwé àwọn ìpèníjà tí irú ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti ní àrùn ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. Tàbí ẹni tó ṣe wípé ọkọ ọmọ tí yóò kò tọ́jú ìyàwó ńlé dáadáa tún délé á tún lù ú, a lè máa ní ọkọ ẹ̀ ní ò tọ́jú ọkọ ẹ̀ ló pa, ṣùgbọ́n irú nǹkan tó ń dojúkọ nínú ìdílé yẹn ó ti fún ní bí àrùn ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn tàbí irú àwọn àìsàn míì tí ó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ó fẹ́ ṣekú para ẹ̀. Tàbá dẹ̀ tún wò ó nípa bí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ṣe rí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ò lè gbọ́ bùkátà lórí aya lórí ọmọ lórí ara ẹ̀, wọn rówó lé san, wọ́n lé ọmọ lówó ní skul, oúnjẹ náà ò lọ déédéé. Irú àwọn ènìyàn báyìí máa ń bára wọn ní kòríta tó ṣe wípé wọ́n á rí pé kò sí rètí mọ́, ilé ayé á ṣú wọn. Àwọn àpẹẹrẹ ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn nìyẹn. So ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì ká mọ̀ ni wípé àwọn ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ mi nìṣó ti pọ̀ nílẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó ń ṣekú para wọn wọ́n dé kòríta yẹn lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ti ní àwọn àrùn ọpọlọ kan. Èyí tó dẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì tó gbajúmọ̀ jù nínú àwọn àrùn ọpọlọ yẹn ni ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn. So ohun tí mo lè sọ lórí yẹn ni.
Okay, I'm still with you, Dr. Akinoye. Now, according to a research during their lifetime, about 3% of Nigerians who have thought of killing themselves. Now, it's also said that 1% will have planned on how to kill themselves, and just under 1% end up attempting to end their life. Now, the question is, why do you think, or what do you think is wrong with these thoughts? Or why do you think people have these thoughts of self-destruct to end their life?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, especially, we talked about spiritual things that time. But what you were saying does not even relate to any spiritual...
Very much. The basic instinct is to preserve life. And when you look at the dynamics and the activities of animals in their kingdom, you notice that all they do is to survive, and the same thing is a human being. At the point you get to, at that instance, you get to the point of killing yourself. We call it, there is psychological disequilibrium. You have gotten to a state of psychological instability at that time. Now, we have said it, and I will also make it very clear, that most people that kill themselves as a result of some mental health problems, which people in the community, especially in our developing community, have not come to understand. And as such, some of us come out with judgmental stance. This genetic predisposition is there for different mental health conditions and for suicide. Suicide on its own is a complication of all these conditions. It's not a diagnosis on its own. Now, when we are now talking about this suicide, we have evidence. Evidence really abounds to support what I'm talking about. We cannot do away with our belief system. We've grown up over years. We found ourselves in a background where there's a lot of concerns have been raised about spiritual force, but there are no evidence to that effect. Barrister actually mentioned something earlier and was saying that some people were hearing voice and all those ones. When you are not in a field, you don't understand what is going on in that field.
So medically,
hearing voices, responding to some unknown strange voices are signs of mental illness.
So medically, there is no spiritual influence. That's what we're saying.
We don't have evidence to that effect. We don't have evidence to that effect.
Doctor, we are in Africa.
Yes, I agree with you. We are in Africa.
In Africa.
And this we are in Africa we are talking about is still part of the background in which we have grown and the myth we have been fed with over years.
Myths.
Don't forget that this suicide is also in places that are not Africa.
So,
So we cannot now lay emphasis on we are in Africa.
okay.
Another thing I quickly we want to add is that suicide, yes, might be on the increase, but there have always been suicide. And I think the advent of social media is what is actually making it to be really very prevalent. Because there are cases that we now hear,
Yeah.
and it can actually still be more than what we have now, but people don't report because of the legal implication in Nigeria. So we don't even have the true picture of suicide cases in Nigeria as we speak. Only few cases that just caught media attention.
ọ̀dà Dr. Akinwumi bí a bá wò pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ ó túmọ̀ sí pé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò sí àṣàsí kò sí àránsí kò sí àásán ní tẹ́ ń sọ báyìí wípé ohun tí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìwádìí ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ àwọn dókítà gbogbo eléyìí kò sí ní tó jọ ṣùgbọ́n ó ti ẹ̀jọ́ kò jọ́ná àwọn alọ́sáàrin ìgboro agbọ́ ìmọ̀ràn lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn náà sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé tó ń ṣokùnfà báwọn èèyàn ṣe ń ṣekú para wọn yìí nígbà tá a bá padà dé láti ìgboro ẹjẹ́ agbọ́n táwọn èèyàn wí láti ìgboro.